Hi, welcome to IC Stars, where we find talent, we train talent, we put talent to work.
You sound so excited.
Hey, I'm Rico Bryant. I'm here with Arlene Chandler,
Hi.
our workforce development manager. We're here to talk about our excellent internship that has been open since 1999. We're a workforce development internship that train you in business leadership and technology. The whole process of going through this is to find out what you always been passionate about since you was a little kid. The thing is that we train in business leadership and technology, and during the 4 months, we provide you with a $600 a month stipend, $154 a week, a brand new laptop, and with this skill, you're going to build a mobile application, a mobile game, or a website for a Fortune 500 company. During this 3-month process, you will develop this prototype for a Fortune 500 company. And last month is Career Month, which is we have a 90% placement rate in IT with the positions that you perform during the 3 months, right? So it's a 4-month process that leads into a 2-year residency. And IC stands for Inner City Stars. We're owned by Sandy Castro, our co-founder and CEO. I'm the recruitment manager, and this is Arlene Chandler.
Hi, Rico. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
My name is, as Rico mentioned, my name is Arlene Chandler. I'm the Workforce Development Manager at IC Stars. The exciting part about what Rico mentioned is that you're getting paid to learn and get ready to work. So that's where I come in, as primarily working with individual interns as they identify where their skills and their passions lie in the technology or business field, and then also partnering with employers to talk about our program and how to look at our internships for hiring opportunities. And so it's a fantastic opportunity to come and learn a little bit more about yourself and what you're made of, because it's a rigorous program, and there's a lot of expectations, but to whom much is given, much is required. So you mentioned something about this laptop. I didn't know that they got a new laptop to take with them.
Yeah, I didn't know either. You know, coming into IC Stars, I really thought it was like some bull as I sit back and think about it today.
It was too easy.
It was too easy, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be some bull, $600 a month, a brand new laptop that I took home every day to learn. And this is the outcome a year later. But it was the passion that I forgot what I wanted to be when I was little. So with the laptop, yeah, we do provide you with a new laptop. And the whole process is exploring the internet.
So what were you doing? Were you developing a game? Were you building a mobile application? Like, what was going on?
So during the process, the first week was excellent because it was team week, right? And team week, I got to know the 20 interns, which is my colleagues now.
Yeah.
Going through the process of getting to know our space, getting to know what we're going to be up against, right? We built a mobile application for a healthcare unit.
Yeah.
Called Central State Funds. And I could talk about this all day if we have more time. But it was like my baby. Like, I took it home every day. I was project manager on my team.
Okay.
My team was named Undying Visionary Leader. So we created a logo, mission, and a vision. We have 3 other teams that we competed against. Going to the company, presenting, not knowing what I'm going to say, how I'm going to say it, never presented before, don't know programming languages. I'm going Code Academy as a resource we use, tool that help me right now. And we built this prototype, and it was excellent because I could talk about it in and out. The wireframe, the mock-up, the user stories, even from the consultancy, how we engage with the company.
That's my most exciting part. To be a liaison for employers, to talk about IC Stars and to specifically describe what is project-based learning. So what Rico just talked about a little bit and shared from his experience being an intern and then a resident is that you had a lot of project time where you had a client and you work with a client who has a true request for proposal. And so a RFP is sitting on the shelf where they have a need for a business change or a process change, or they're falling behind in some type of task as an organization. And then they come to IC Stars with this request that we have some consultants work on to fill out. And then what that would allow them to do is an opportunity to gain these hands-on skills. And so the exciting part for me is I get to share with employers, like, our interns, when they complete the program, they have real-world experiences. They have learning skills that are enhanced and developed every day. And so being able to describe that we have people who go into roles like business analysts and project managers, and they probably start off with more like consult roles or coordinator roles, but then we have front-end developers. And so more about front-end developers is they've had an opportunity to develop code and enhance code that has already been written. So can you share anything about that?
Exactly. Yes, I can. During the process of like, so month one was I was project manager. Project manager, that mean I had to meet with my team. I had to learn how to set schedule appointments. I had to learn to emails, send out emails, engage with my team. It was a new skill, but it was a soft skill I always had because I was a basketball coach, right? So these skills, it brings out your inner self of what you always wanted to do. So me being a project manager, then I went from project manager month two, went from to BA, business analysis, and QA, quality assurance analysis.
That's
right?
big now.
QA is a huge role. I was testing code,
Yeah.
manual testing, and automatic testing. There's softwares out here that you learn as you go along. And one thing that you will learn at IC Stars, how to learn how to learn.
You learn how to learn, yeah.
and that's just an everyday life routine, what's going on. Something that we didn't learn coming up, especially me.
So one thing employers are, the consistent feedback we receive is that many people can, it's easy to train a new person technology or systems or processes, but what's really required is for someone to have people skills or soft skills, as Rico mentioned. Are you likable? Can you work well on a team? Do you receive feedback easily? And are you adaptable to change? And so in the world of technology and in business, you want to be approachable, you want to be adaptable, and to work well with others. And so I think that is a great segue and something to really point out that IC Stars is different than any other technology boot camp that's out there.
Exactly.
It's when we say it's a rigorous environment, it really is, but there's so much reward that's offered and guaranteed with that because it's what you put into it.
Exactly.
Right? Every day you show up to work because you want to work and you see yourself changing and transforming into the career professional that you want to be. So.
And that's what I never knew about. I can just talk about the jobs that I had before IC Stars, minimum wage, back-breaking jobs. I always wanted to be the entrepreneur, that leader, but I was around the wrong people. And this is something that Sandy Castro teach with the project-based learning. Hands-on learning, getting put into projects and learning how to solve real-life problems with technology. It's a great thing, right?
And some people don't realize that problem solving is a skill. Looks like we have a caller, Rico.
Great. Caller one. Hello?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How you
Hi.
doing?
All right. Young kids walk in Chicago all the time.
Okay.
And they see no African American or Hispanic companies. All the stuff that's going on downtown right now, not one Hispanic or black construction company. That's why kids get frustrated. Why can't they go downtown, look and see parity? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See everything, because they see that. They don't want to go to school. So you know what the best thing is? College isn't for everybody.
Yeah, right.
Trade school, iron worker, stuff like that. They make big money. So, and start your own company. You ain't got to worry about Ram downtown.
Yeah.
That's all Ram does is care about downtown. He don't care about the southwest side.
You're absolutely right.
As long as it's safe, it's good.
So what is the question you asking, sir? Hello?
I didn't hear you.
I said, what is the question you was asking?
I'm asking, is it better to go to a trade school in college if you're not made up to go to college?
I think I'll take that one. I think that it depends on the individual. So sometimes people leave high school and they really don't have a clear direction of where they want to go. I know personally I went right off to school in my first year. I didn't do that well. However, I went to junior college and was able to kind of straighten it out and gain more of a focus. What I'm learning now from some of the residents that I'm working with is there are individuals who have maybe 1 or 2 years of school and they realize it's either not for them or they didn't identify a path that they wanted to go into. So who would have ever thought that technology could have been a pathway? However, they really were really good at math or they were really good at science, and the classes that they were taking that first year, they didn't really allow them to excel in the way that they thought. Or they went out there and they were good at college, but they lost it all in debt and whatever that looked like. And so they were trying to figure out, what do I do next? Who am I going to be as a person? So I think ideally, there's been 2 pathways that I've identified that most people who have come to IC Stars who had a little bit of college, they come to IC Stars, they finish the program, it opens up a perspective for them that they didn't realize in their career, and they go on to get a certification in a specific area. So like maybe now you have this technical 4 months of hands-on experience and you go on to get like a cloud-based certification, or you go on to go back to school, and now you're looking at a company who, if you get hired on as a full-time employee, now you have an opportunity to have them pay for college, and you're a little bit older, so you have more experience and you take it a little bit more seriously. So I think it goes based on the individual. What you put into it, the perspective that you come with are not the same as the perspective that you have when you leave the program. And so for that, I would say that that's a success. And I know the gentleman also mentioned something about diversity. That's something that we deal with every day. Because most employers are now realizing that their rate of African American or Hispanic hires is probably about 15%. And they are looking for, how do I fill this skills gap that we have, and how do we do it with enhancing our diversity? And so looking at places that are more project-based learning and more non-traditional education, they are starting to pay more attention to what type of talent is coming out of programs like IC Stars. And so for that, I'm very thankful. I've had an opportunity in my career to work at a college site, and people were paying a lot of money to go to school, and it was taking them a while to figure out, what do I want to do in my career? Who do I want to be, and how do I show up? And so sometimes you need a little bit more time to figure those things out.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
So we're talking about IC Stars.
Yeah.
Inner City Computer Stars, a paid internship where we pay you to learn. And
4 months, right?
4 months. 4 months. And this is Arlene Chandler, our
Hi,
program. I knew I was going to do that.
No, I'm the workforce development manager. I do support programs, and I also support our residency, and that's part of our program.
Yes, our 2-year residency is for a month that leads into a 2-year residency. And I always say it's a support system that you'll always have. They try to say IC Stars a code, but we're not. I look at it as a fraternity. Being here for over a year, I love it. I love the atmosphere. Like the guy was just saying, I knew nothing about downtown. Until I came down here to try out IC Stars and put my application in, right? Got on the red line. I was born on the south side. Got on the red line, went down there, put my application in, and within a day I knew about my assessments, completed those, and now I'm the recruitment manager a year later. But I'm doing some everything.
Congratulations.
Thank you. In the community, giving back, share my skills. I talk to parolees and probationers just coming home. I talk to, as far as in Cabrini Green Legal Aid, trying to help expunge and seal records. So it's all about community involvement. It's not about just technology. You're going to get that skill. You're going to love it.
I think Sandy calls it the BLT, right?
Yeah, the BLT. Yeah, that's our recipe right there.
Business, leadership, and
technology. So if you're interested in IC Stars, I'm going to go to our website so you get a visual and see what's going on. Right here, you can sign up as you see up top. Join icstars.org. You hit the button apply now, and it takes you right to our website, which you'll hit apply now. Look at a video that we have Tamara Hall, one of our success stories that's went through the process and that's giving back to our communities. So if you scroll down here, you'll see what we do, our eligibility, our program details, our next steps. Everything is in detail. And you'll see right here where our office is located, 415 North Dearborn. We have a success story that I always like sharing with you guys just to get a visual of what's going on. We have been open since 1999. We was one of the first technology boot camps in Chicago, Illinois. And we're going to share Donna Gillespie's story with you.
She has a great story.
Excellent story. And we just want to give you a visual of what goes on within IC Stars.
Starts today.
IC Stars.
And once again, this is IC Stars.
School for young children on the west side of Chicago. And the job was pretty okay, but at the time, I just felt that I was capable of making a better life for myself and my children, and being able to get them the things that they need in the life that they deserve. So I did a lot of searching and looking around to see what I can do to better myself because I didn't know where to start. And that's how I ran into a staff member here at IC Stars. When I first got the information about IC Stars and how it works, first I thought it was unbelievable. I crossed it out of my things to do because when I learned about the hours of the actual program, I thought, wait, hey, I'm a single mom and I need to make money to take care of my family. There's no way that I can put what I thought was my life on hold to actually, put 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday, into a program that I wasn't sure if it would give me the benefits that I was told. So it took me a while. I looked more into it. When I came to orientation to IC Stars, I heard the testimony, and it gave me the courage that I needed to go hit the extra boost to get over my fears and actually begin my journey.
Your future in tech starts today.
I think that was a great point Donna mentioned. She mentioned that she wasn't aware of what she wanted to do, and so she started to make a to-do list. Looks like we still have a caller?
Hi, I was calling. I noticed that someone called earlier mentioning how college might not be for everyone.
Yeah.
And I have a comment, kind of, on the other side of that. I also went to a vocational school. And I found that many of the people who were in my class were people who had gone to traditional four-year colleges and had a degree. Mm-hmm. And what the difference was that they didn't have maybe they got their degree several years earlier, mm-hmm. and they didn't have that hands-on experience. So they were going to these types of schools to mm-hmm. be able to get that hands-on experience and take it as somewhat of a supplement to what they already had. So I just wanted to make a comment about that.
That's a great point. Thank you so much for calling. And because I think we have to continuously learn. I don't think education stops right after high school or right after your 4 years or maybe 5 years of college. Mm-hmm. But technology is changing so rapidly. What does it change, like every 20 minutes or so? Yes, like someone's probably creating something right now that's going to make our lives better and move faster and blow us all away. Mm-hmm. So the caller is absolutely right. Like non-traditional education is a way to kind of supplement or transition you from one industry to another. I wouldn't have ever thought about supporting a department that was focused on technology and business. However, our industry and everything we touch is moving so much through and supported by technology. And so it just makes sense. We have some great roles that Rico and I wanted to share regarding what some of the positions look like for people who complete our 4-month residency program and some of the employers that have partnered with IC Stars to do hiring. And so just paying attention to the role of a developer, primarily because a lot of our projects are sponsored through requests for app development or mobile application development, and some people go on to look at roles like software engineer. Some of the consultant positions or internship positions, you'll notice that they've had an opportunity to complete the 4-month internship program with IC Stars, and then they go on to do maybe another short-term 6-month or 18-month with another employer. So
exactly. So the whole purpose of IC Stars is to get a career. We're working now. We're working jobs that we're going to work. I mean, I never even knew about IT and what IT stands for, but what's going on now is the minimum wage, right? From the neck down, we're minimum wage, right? And we want people to get the opportunity that you never have, and that's what we're focused on here. Just giving a chance of skills that you know you have, but that you know you don't have. And that's what I love about Inner City Computer Stars.
Yeah.
We are hiring now for our next cohort, which starts in July. It's a 4-month process, and after that is another 4-month process. And we have expanded. Our vision is coming clear. 1,000 community leaders just went from 1,000 to 100,000. And I say this because we're in Columbus, Ohio. We started our first cohort last month. We're expanding to Milwaukee this year, Kansas City, and hopefully the NFL Foundation. The whole vision is once you get about money, you lose your passion.
Right.
When you're happy doing your job, when you're creating new things, this is when your passion come out, and this is the curriculum we're teaching. So I am Rico Brown. I'm the recruitment manager. I'm here. If you wanted to apply, you could go to icstars.org. Apply now.
What's the application process look like?
The application process is simple. You go through the application, come to the facility. We're located on 415 North Dearborn. You'll put your application in there. We have laptops there, so if you don't have one at home, you can't get there, just come on down.
Does everyone get in?
Yeah, not everyone gets in.
Not everyone makes it.
You need 6 months work experience, a high school diploma or GED, and 6 months full-time work experience throughout your life. And we'll work from you for that. We have 7 assessments where we're going to assess and see if you really want this opportunity.
Yeah, you have to be passionate about it.
You have to be happy about changing.
Yeah.
And change is now, and it's here. And IC Stars is here.
Yeah.
I'm speaking on IC Stars because I did go through the process. I went through the CARE process. I went through a lot of ex-felon programs to get here and know that this is the future.
And you want to do better.
And you got to want to do better, because if you don't, it's a waste of time. 60-hour weeks, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Monday through Friday. You're meeting networks that you never thought you had. CEOs, vice presidents. You're drinking tea, coffee, right? You're learning how to build a network, and not just the same peers that you're around in your environment right now. You need to step outside your environment and see the future. And this is what we're creating, future leaders within our community.
Well, Rico, I wanted to thank you for allowing me to come out.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, and talk about IC Stars. Yes. I look forward to seeing you all in the studio. If you make it through the process with Rico and become a resident, then we'll have an opportunity to work together.
So thank you guys. My name is Rico Bryant. I'm the recruitment manager for Inner City Computer Stars.
And I'm Arlene Chandler.
And this is Arlene Chandler, yes. And I'm glad she came out. And we will talk to you guys. But if you want to apply, icstars.org, apply now.
Yeah.
And you'll see me down there. Thank you.
Thank you.